way, main Slayer is
Bad Boom versus Aurora.
And what's that? Feverish?
Ayo Mikoto, let's go Mikoto.
15% cooldown reduction. I mean,
Game 1 guys.
it's good, but he had Keen Eyed. It's really good, but he had Keen Eyed as well. What's the cooldown now on his ulti? What is that? 34 seconds. Okay, it's really good.
That's really crazy.
It's really damn good. Actually going for Octarine as well, instead of the refresher, which he had queued up, by the way.
Oh man. He just picked up by Heritage.
The only unfortunate thing, you know, for Oracle is he's got a lot of spells with very low cooldowns. So the percentage
reduction is not that great. Yeah. Okay, high ground. Here we go again. Heritage, BKB with Miro. They go straight towards the Supernova. They bring it down. Kaori does have buyback though. And Miro will just stand behind Heritage, who will wait, chilling inside his Wukong. Does get jumped on by Mikoto. False promise from outside the Wukong, so he still remains alive. Nightfall trying to toss him to the far side of the fight, but Miro's already there.
Oh my god, game 1 kalah guys. Guys, pecah.
Kaori died back. Nightfall is gone. Megas have been achieved. Bedboom team moments away from securing game 1, but they're not going to force the issue. They have learned from their mistakes. They know that he probably still has buyback.
Are you sure they won't?
Comes through. DKB active. Buyback coming in from Nightfall. The hex
Nice.
out onto Kinetic.
Nice.
Sonic
Mati,
push,
nice.
Push Kinetic back and they kill him.
Nice.
Buyback. Miro joins him in the grave as Nightfall
Performance.
finishes that damage.
Stun, cakep.
They try to cancel out the spells and the heal of the Oracle. Not able to do so, so he gets out. Oh, he actually doesn't. He touches the fountain.
Keren. Paksa
The
back.
false promise was used on himself, right? Like he used it on himself, but it wasn't good enough. There's just way too much damage from Aurora in the end that does take them down. Purifying Flames, yeah, pretty low cooldown, 1.6 seconds, by the way, on it. You can perma spam it at this point. Save will be forced to BKB TP, but you need to find something more now if you're Aurora. You just used all of your buybacks, and the dieback on Phoenix might prevent you from actually getting the mega creeps on the other side.
We'll see. They're trying to bring this creep wave in through the mid
Divine.
lane. He does have Desolator on WS, so that could help.
Epic comeback ini kalau menang nih.
Oh,
Paksa back guys.
GPK. He's gonna start the roll. Fallen Sky from Mira. He'll blink back.
Back on the monkey.
They get the Abyss.
MKB-nya. Cakep pas banget timingnya. Mikoto, let's go Mikoto. Ada seperempat darahnya.
He prevents him from entering the fight. So they might have time to escape. WS might be the one that gets left.
Ya mati Marsnya.
He dies. However, this time he does have buyback available.
Yeah, probably the best target that they could have lost in this scenario. They forced buybacks on pretty important targets, right?
Oh, udah rapier guys, tingginya rapier
They
guys.
forced the Monkey King buyback, and also they only lose the hero that already has a buyback. So strategically, this was pretty well done by Aurora. They didn't overcommit to even out the scales with the mega creeps on both sides. The moment the buybacks came, they backed out. Divine Regalia, of course, unfortunately for Tiny, is deactivated. Most of them are, right? Pango has his.
Yeah, Pango still has it, and
Pop as well.
Pop as well. Honestly, Aurora, right? You have a Tiny that has Divine Rapier. You have a Stygian Desolator Mars. You've got, Exodia Queen of Pain. Do you even care about Megas that much?
You don't. The thing is, it's not about you caring about Megas or not. You can deal with the Megas, you can hit them. But someone needs to be in the base to do that. Whose BKB is that?
But they're just chilling here. Whose BKB is that, actually? What? Okay, cool. Somebody double buy BKB?
I mean, maybe one of the supports bought the BKB and dropped it because all the cores are still carrying theirs.
Maybe it's like enemy BKB? I don't know.
What, stolen BKB?
I have no
I
idea.
mean, it could be. Someone could have dropped it to take something. I wouldn't be like... There's a BKB on Nero, there's a BKB on Monkey King. Pango never had one, right? Wind Ranger had it, and Oracle never bought one, so...
Bisa yuk. Ayo semangat Mikoto.
I'm not sure.
Any confusing things have been happening in this game? Can't tell me.
Menang ini final ya, masuk final ya.
But it's more important to just make sure you keep taking
Upper bracket ini.
Wait for the next Roshan. Not even wait for the next Roshan. I think you have to wait for your buybacks to come back off cooldown. Without Aegis, imagine pushing high ground and Kiritich dies. The game could just end immediately.
We might be here for a while. Like, they could possibly just wait for the buybacks on the Monkey King. Like, it's 5 minutes away, and you have mega creeps, so you aren't really forced into making any plays right now if you're Bedboom. Like, you can actually wait. On the other side, it is difficult. Like, we started the mega creep discussion. It's like, they can kill the mega creeps, but someone needs to do it, right? And while you're doing that, you're showing yourselves. One of these heroes has to stay back. At this point, Travels too might be an option on one of them, just so that they can re-engage and reconnect with the teammates. And it has to be one of the cores as well, right?
I could see WS doing it. I mean, Tiny doesn't have boots anymore, nor does the Queen of Pain. It kind of has to be the Mars.
Tiny, I mean, he's... At this point, I don't know how he's moving. He has too many items. That's a 9-second BKB, by the way, that's in the base. It's dropped. So possibly one of the supports.
Multiple level 30 heroes. Nightfall is 30, Makoto is 30, Kiritich is 30, GPK is 30, Miro is 30. WS is not too far away himself.
Yeah guys, come on guys. Semangat guys.
Game for the ages. Hey, it's about to be the longest game.
It's about to be. It probably will
72 menit ya Allah, 72 menit
They will wait
gila.
for buybacks. I'm pretty sure. Like, the Rapier, by the way, being queued up by the Monkey King as well. And we're entering the stage of Dota where no one is experienced, right? Like, you're just entering the part of the game that you see once in a month, like when you're practicing. The worst part is, like, when you're scrimming. Whenever I was scrimming playing versus teams, if a game goes badly, most of the teams will GG out. They don't want to waste too much time testing out strategies that they won't necessarily see almost ever. This just isn't a part of the game that you get to practice all too much. At this point, Dota becomes very hectic, and it's all about the initiations, like, and buyback status. Two things, like who gets jumped on first, and whose buyback status is on point.
The two neutral we didn't talk about were these Minotaur horns to just help bridge the gap with these lower duration BKBs.
Yeah.
This is just anti-Phoenix tech, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty good, because they understand they have to waste the BKBs to deal with Yek. Like you said, anti-Phoenix tech. You have something else to work with after the first initial BKB charge has been used. Unfortunately for them, the refresher doesn't refresh items anymore, so they gotta deal with it a different way.
Please click on save. There we go. Look at my boy save. Deciding, you know what?
He's deciding to end the game. That's what he's deciding. Didn't he do it once already? Who was it? It was him and Tofu, right? That just went for the throne. Tofu, I think he did it with Muerta or something, and Say with the Wind Ranger.
That's right. It's got Daedalus now. Daedalus, Stygian, Desolator, and of Lads as well.
Gila, damage yang ngeri banget itu.
Roshan's just getting tired, guys. He's like, bruh, let me rest. Keep having to come back into this goddamn game. 6th Roche. Don't get to see that every day.
A 75 minutes game, you don't get to see it for sure. For Dire, of course, for Bedboom, if they manage to take it, which they most likely will, they always have the advantage. Let's see, Tiny is already insta-connecting. He used Swift Link. They don't want to let this one go.
Spider legs now picked up by Mira, so a better positioning available for this Lion.
The thing is, like, they don't have to do it here, right? Like, they can just wait for Roche to move down bottom, because that's where they have the advantage with the outpost. They most likely will wait, hence the smoke from Mars and the boys of Aurora. They're on a back foot now. Like, this is one part of the game which is hard to play when you mega creeps are pushing in, but at the same time you need to contest Roche. You have to outpush the waves so far out that it buys you enough time to actually fight in the pit.
Jangan mati.
He has finished his daytime shift. It's time to go take a nap on the bottom side.
Yeah, the vision is already set up by Dire. Good wards. One in the river, one on the ramp, in the Radiant Forest.
This is so hard. Queen of Pain does buy the bots too, so...
They needed it.
What does she backpack though? She's already backpacked the Kaya Sanj. What else does she get rid of? The Shivas maybe could already have, what, 2 Shivas in the game?
It doesn't matter. She just needs to use the travels, right? Like we can move the item back in. Nullifier will be the item that she backpacks for now. They have at some point I suppose they had triple Shivas on their side. Wop, Mars, and the Phoenix. Mars did sell his and go for the AC, by the way.
Can we get a damage check? 76 minutes in. I want to see what these numbers look like.
This has changed a lot though. Yeah, 77k.
60,000 on Pango, 70,000 on the Monkey, 77 on Queen of Pain. I love how the Phoenix actually has done more damage than this Tiny that has dataless on all these items.
Yeah. As the game goes further and further, and heroes become bigger and bigger, Sunray hurts more. 2% max seal and 7.5% max damage on the Sunray. Plus you have 4 Sunrays in a fight, right? Because you have one, and then you have another one in the...
Bisa lah. Come on.
And then you
Semangat.
and then you refresh and you do it all over again.
Tiny, because Regalia was disabled, has gone back now to get some
Rolling
fight
Thunder?
on Rolling Thunder. They connect
Phoenix
onto the
kena
Phoenix.
tangkap,
There's
guys.
Aeon just to be popped here, so the Phoenix does get off the Supernova though.
It's gonna
Kiritic
die.
and Miro will immediately turn on top of it. They take it down. There is a buyback available. WS also held in position by the Abyssal Blade. He'll die as well within the Wukong.
That's
a
a-
double kill for Kiritic. They have to buy back.
That's a forced buyback on the Phoenix, but Mars, if they want to contest Roshan, Phoenix is not enough. I think this is a huge opportunity once again for Batboom. They have buyback on Monkey King. They could possibly just go all in here. Force the buyback on the Mars. Okay, he has 3k surplus though. So he can buy back, sell phases, and also get travels to maybe get a bit closer. But they need a wave mid. He can't get travels too on the Mars. He has queued it up.
They found phase. Save is gone. Oh no, false promise. We'll try to bail him out. The nullifier from Makoto didn't come out in time. So Save's actually going to be able to get back. He's safe.
They're messing up. This is not good from Aurora. I feel like they're overextending and they're not finding the kills that they went for. They are buying time though. They are buying time for Mars to respawn. He wasn't forced to use his buyback. Full on smoke though. This could catch them off guard because there is a chance that they think Rosh is happening even though it didn't roar.
It was slightly split. Oh no, they might find Kaori. Kiritic.
Curry is a massive kill. He doesn't have buyback.
Is he gonna find the Phoenix? He sees him. Kaori. At the same time, Makoto is getting jumped upon. There's gonna be the Solar Guardian directly on the Queen of Pain, and Quap is gone. The damage. Save showing off a little bit with this Daedalus and the Desolator.
At this point, he's an additional core in the game. This is not a support Windranger anymore. 27, Daedalus, Stygian Desolator, tier 5, of course, like you mentioned, Quap just disintegrated. By the way, I feel like if they kill the Phoenix, it's just as much value because he has no buyback. At least the Quap has buyback, but she'll have to use it. This is now a full-on push coming from Batboom to your throne, wherever you are on the Radiant. Because they have the buybacks. I believe the buyback status is available on almost every single hero on their side. Yep.
Check out
Rapier, guys.
Aegis and the Divine Rapier is now picked up.
Okay, so he has no buyback though. He bought out. Was this super necessary? I feel like they weren't really lacking damage, but I guess use the Rapier, use Wukong's command on the throne, and that's it, right? Like you don't have to
What do
be
you
too
mean
cute
was it
about it.
necessary, bro? You think Kiritic is gonna lose a game like a bitch? No. Gonna go out chest out. 10 toes down.
All right. You're right.
This is Kiritic.
I was wrong. Who am I to question?
The great Kiritic himself.
He could have had 3 lives, by the way, all I'm saying.
He only needs 1. Let's see what he's gonna be able to achieve here. As Mira just throwing out some token spells. Now this is going to be the hold of the century. WS, what a spear back, but unfortunately there's an immediate false promise and the Solar Guardian coming in, and they're trying to zone back the Supernova. Miro ensures that the Supernova is on the high ground, away from the Monkey. So it goes off pretty much harmlessly. Everybody else stays alive. Miro, beautiful star breaker with the abyssal onto Mira. Lion, dead. 2 minutes in the grave, but does have buyback.
Can they commit without false promise? Actually, they do have false promise again. The cooldown is 22 seconds at this point. So, I mean, he's got the Enchantress Bauble, right? Current bonus is 90%. And that's what they're playing. They're playing for the long con. The first time I'm seeing this item, by the way, in a competitive scene go this late.
Well, people only talk about infinite scaling, you know, your lions, your pudges or whatever. This is the real scaling. Nightfall, he gets jumped on. There's the abyssal blade on top of him. They want to kill this Tiny. They're going to try and bail him out though with the sonic wave.
Ayo Tiny!
But the Wukong's command is too good.
Mati Tiny-nya. Jatuh rapiernya.
Kill Miro. Kiritich, can he beat this down by himself? No. He will actually be able to get the kill in the end. How the hell did that happen? Just died at Wukong's after it popped?
Yeah, he didn't kill the egg. He killed the Phoenix post-egg.
Did he die that fast? WS, dear back. Onto Kiritich. Fourth promise will be there with the Solar Guardian. But
Mikoto mati, Mikoto!
Bro, in the middle of the...
Alah, Mikotonya mati.
And the Guap are both dead.
GG.
GG, well played is called. Aurora
Leonnya nggak pakai agenim ya?
out for as long as they could, but Bet Boom team win the game with the Caddy Titch Monkey King.
Just another record-breaking game from Bedbull.
Gila, capek banget game 1 baru game 1 ini.
Entertaining one as well. Man, Aurora will have to feel bad after losing the longest game of the tournament and having it like it was in their hands.
It was in their hands, but what Gaben giveth, Gaben taketh away. Shiva, tell me, how are y'all feeling? Because we're losing our minds in here.
That was a fantastic game 1 of our upper bracket finals. The back and forth, this is what I was hoping for, and we got it delivered. Bedboom on the happy end, of course, they take the victory here for game 1. Aurora, they are left searching for an answer. We'll find out what that answer is in game number 2, but we're going to attempt to break this game down where the highlights start at minute 40. Tiga? You know it was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, it was an amazing game, and I feel like actually it's a really important highlight to start with, right? Because Aurora had built up a bit of a comeback after a really slow start to the game, but BB, as the game progressed, under the pressure of Aurora, they were able to find really critical kills on Nightfall, so that when Aurora was able to utilize Makoto, there wasn't that kind of progression after. So BB would kind of just survive, you know, just go toe for toe, like, we lose 2 guys, you lose 2 guys. We lose 4, you lose 4. Like, they did a pretty good job of just making sure that Nightfall was dying in the late game so that Aurora couldn't just close out this game.
Yeah, I mean, the way this game started, they picked up 3 bounty runes, and this is what sealed the deal in this 80 minute. I'm just kidding.
It's always the same with you, there we go.
No, they played an extremely good game of Dota, managing to like get a pick-offs in the team fights. There's a lot of healing on one side as well. You have Oracle, Dawnbreaker, even this Spirit Vessel allows them to reset the fight multiple times. I think they were
Oracle-nya parah banget, Oracle-nya.
Team were struggling against this overwhelming team fight on side of Aurora, but they managed to pull their stuff together because every single time they were getting initiated on. And I'm looking at GPK mostly. He's the one who's controlling the whole fight. He died 1 time, Shiver, in 80+ minute game. It just killed him once.
So impressive.
I mean, 12, 1 and 30 on the Pangolin, like, exceptional performance. And again, you utilized the Oracle in the early game. He got the 6-minute rune, the 8-minute rune, the 10-minute rune. That allowed them to move bottom, take the tier 1 tower, open up the early game for BB. Of course, it's a really long game, but the reason why it gets there is because of how efficient BB was in the early game. But yeah, it's so scary. Like with their lineup, we already mentioned the draft. Like, it's a skill-based lineup. You know, positioning, execution. It will really be clear in this game. And they had the lead. They lost it. Then they got back into the game. They showed all styles of this draft in this game.
The high ground defenses that came out from both teams, super cool to see because both teams had a very different way of dealing with it. Of course, a rapier on one side. A lot of patience on the other side as well.
They were really patient. I'm looking at the healing numbers.
Keren ya.
Almost 50,000 healing coming out from the 3 heroes total. 30,000 coming out just from Kataomi in this one. He was the one keeping the distance. Really loved the itemization coming out from him. But the supports, they did go for Aeon discs and also wanted to keep the distance. Even the Octarine core at the later stages of the game with the enchantment. So his abilities on a relatively short cooldown allows him to get in, get some clutch saves. But GPK Pango, man, it just stands out so much, and I'm really glad that